Hey guys, Titan here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Playing for today spawning in the north, we've got Wuff. Playing as Soviets, and his loadout is counterattack, armored assault, and shock rifle frontline. Teaming up with him is the Don of Ghaz. Also playing as Soviets, who has airborne troops, shock rifle frontline, and mechanized support. Myself against him, we have XMetal. Playing as OKW, straight away locking into Fortifications and Farlion. Playing as Ostheer, straight away locking into Mechanised assault. In terms of ranks, random teams all around. Don of Ghaz around rank 200, Wuff around rank 40, Farlion around rank 70, and XMetal around rank 160. Pretty even, you know, like one higher rank, one lower rank, evening out. Should be a pretty even match. Got a Kubel coming in from XMetal here. Tickling these conscripts. Ideally you'd want to set up like a 1v1. Maximum the squad and light cover with your Kubel if you want to take an early engagement with it. Otherwise you're just taking unnecessary damage. And now it's actually in a bit of trouble. Back the other way, we've got a assault grenadier start from Farlion, obviously getting off to a very strong start, but Wuff has gone for tier 1 rather coincidentally, so should shut down that assault grenadier play pretty effectively. But I see going for double assault grenadiers, has gone for double machine guns, a little bit unusual. But both those will get shut down by the M3 pretty hard. In fact, the M3's coming across to the other side of the map to start things out. Maybe we're going to go Kubel hunting. Oh, that's a really fast truck from XMetal. Sometimes you'll see this, maybe if your OKW player's gone for like Jaeger Light, something like that. Otherwise, I'm not sure why he's going for a truck this early on. Oh boy. Yep, the M3 Kubel hunt works out well. Goes down straight away. Alright, he turns attention to these assault grenadiers and machine guns. Okay, he's going for a battle group. It makes a little tiny bit more sense now. Maybe he wants to go for some fast machine guns, but still not a huge fan of that timing. M3 getting stuck in. Machine guns are on both sides of it, working well, but spent a bit of time in front of the machine gun. Took a lot of damage in those two bursts. Now M3 getting low. Maybe could go down to the assault grenadier SMGs if he's a little bit unlucky. Ooh, not the cleanest pathing on the M3, and there we go. Does end up going down. Kind of went around like a circuitous path coming around this way instead of maybe if he were like straight up here, could have accelerated around instead of coming around the corner. Accelerated away rather than coming around the corner. So decent value out of the M3, you know, to take down the Kubel, but certainly not what he would have hoped for, especially given what he's up against. Oh, a bit clumsy here with this double machine gun. This one could even go down if he's a little bit unlucky here. Conscript shooting at the wrong unit though, switching targets. Yeah, okay, a little bit clumsy from the Don of Ghaz there. But either way, the Allies taking a whole gang of territory on the back of that fast tick, you know. XMetal not having enough units on the field. Farlion also investing a lot into tech. Now getting himself out some P-greens though. Investing into tier 2. So once that 222 hits the field, well, he might not even need to go for a 222 in this scenario. I said that initially. But now that he's not up against a M3 anymore, could maybe get away with something else. Probably even like a flamer half track could be a valid choice. It's got around enough munitions for something like that. Not instead, he's investing in another squad of P-greens. I thought another option could have been the Mechanised assault group, given how much manpower he had. Get the old 250 going. But no, just investing into more Panzer Grenadiers. A little bit strange that he even decided to put down tier 2 at this stage. And he doesn't need any units from it. Ooh, a little bit clumsy. The lag spike there right as the squad went down. Looks like he might have misclicked as well, retreating a extra unit there. So now we've got a throwback to the days of old. Penal troops with a flamethrower. I haven't seen that for a while. Used to be one of their stock options. Oh, actually, yeah, before they had the PTR resumption. And that was back when flamethrowers could just randomly explode at any time as they got shot at. Penal troops were the only flamethrowers that couldn't explode. So that's why they were somewhat popular. I remember that old video where somebody upgraded a flamethrower, got shot at like by 2 bullets, and the flamethrower exploded straight away. What a meme. Well, Urad in there. Was that a fake Urad? Hoping to chase it away? Doesn't have the AT grenades yet. Actually not upgrading them either, so it definitely was a bluff charge. Ooh, slight issue there. Wasn't properly set up by the sandbags, but notices it. Resets up. Comes the flak half track though. Good retreat force there. He's got Sternpires with the Shrek, but probably still needs a little bit more anti-tank on top of that. Especially considering he went for like a Kubel and only 2 Volks. Doesn't have that many snares around to help propel an opposing light vehicle, so does need a little bit more anti-tank to not get completely overrun by this incoming T-70. Meanwhile, also hitting roughly his T-70 tone, just needs a little bit more manpower. But he does have PTRSs here, and Satchel coming in. This could be a dead machine gun. Ooh, luckily not. And Flamer goes down. There was a penal Flamer, in fact. Looks like it went down to a bundle grenade. T-70 coming in. Sternpire's on the retreat. T-70 would love to get the wipe here, but they're pretty healthy. I don't think it's going to happen. Doesn't decide to set chasing too deep. Likewise though, Farlion also very exposed to a T-70. Also has no snares, no 222, no pack. Not very well prepared to deal with the double T-70 onslaught. The Axis threatening to get overwhelmed here by the double T-70 push. They are not really... they're not prepared for this at all. And Farlion gonna skip on by, gonna try go straight up to tier 2. Instead of investing into a pack, this seems like a dangerous game. Okay, he's going for the pack now as well. Delaying the pack a little bit though, by going for that tick timing. He gets a little bit close with the T-70, obviously hoping for the wide pick up against the heavy cover, but doesn't end up working out. Oh, and there's the Raketten. T-70 could go down here. Oh, that was a close call. I think it would have survived actually. Oh, it would right on the edge. A little bit of damage from the flak half track there, making it hard to tell. Let's just complete the cap. Now need to get out. But yeah, Wuff allowing his light vehicle to get snared there certainly lowered the shock impact of this T-70. But either way, Ally still in control of all 3 of the VPs and did, you know, briefly get on top of this cutoff maybe once or twice as well, so looking alright for them. There's a barrage opening up on the Raketten, forcing it away, but Air screens on top of that. Could easily get the wipe here. Teammate needs to come over to assist. Oh, here comes the T-70. Looks like he's going to get the decrew on it anyway, though. Speaking of getting decrewed, machine gun in some trouble here. There it goes. That's XMetal's. What was he doing with the MG34 over on that far side of the map? Should probably have just left that to Farlion, honestly. Trying to split your units can often get you in trouble. It's tricky to micro. T-70 coming forward, but Pack is there in preparation this time. We're going to take some big hits though. Oh wow! That T-70 got so lucky there getting that wipe. I actually feel a little bit sorry for Farlion. Maybe he'll get the wipe on the MG34. Okay, there we go. A little bit of revenge for his comrade. Here comes the penals, looking for the satchel on the AT gun. Oh, he runs right into the bundle grenade. Could lose to the P-Greens now on retreat. Actually, a teller here. Been spotted by sweepers. Looks like it was revealed there, maybe. And yeah, very slow to recrew his AT gun. The Don of Ghaz actually getting chased off by the flank half-track Raketten combo here. So a few small touches by the allies, maybe meaning that this double T-70 rush, well, not really rush, but push, hasn't had quite the impact that I was expecting, at least. I thought they were going to completely overwhelm, but you know, the Faust slowing down woofs. Some decently positioned AT guns on the axis, making the difference. And yeah, the Don of Ghaz losing his Zis, being quite slow to recruit, meaning he actually got chased off by the flak half track, which is now pretty well vetted to vet too. But Don of Ghaz, man, he had a lot of manpower so far this game to have an army this size, including medics. Doesn't have AT grenades, I suppose, but now putting down tier 4, that's actually a very impressive army size at this point in the game. Take a KD later. Yeah, so with somewhat similar KD. It's been quite a lot more expensive and reinforced though. Okay, can the Zis get in position this time? Not connecting there. Double penals, but P-Greens are close enough here. Throw the grenades. Wolf late on the dodge again, and he loses the penal for the trouble there. Oh boy. Oh man, what's he doing? Is he lagging or something? Oh, and here comes a Panzer IV at just the right time. And there goes T-70, could lose his combinations as well. Is everything completely falling apart here for Wuff? That was horrendous for him. I heard Don Ghaz say WTF. Was that for maybe he missed a shot on the flak half track or something? Killing blow. To guess. Man, what a good timing for the P4 to hit just as the T-70 was threatening to decrew the pack. P4 comes in, seals the deal. Now Wuff could be in a bit of trouble. Send your artillery in. Not hitting too much though. Next is branching out to the far VP. They are getting low, down to 179 already, so even though the Allies haven't really been putting the boots to them in terms of completely overwhelming, stealing their weapons, VP game is very one-sided at the moment. A lot of guys going for a Katyusha, obviously sick of running his T-70 to these team weapons, and now looking to even put a bit of a siege on this Ford's truck here with the Zis. Maxim maybe not quite covering it effectively enough. We'll have to wait and see. G42 setting up. Gonna run his T70 right into the arc of that Raketin. And doesn't, I don't think he has quite enough support to really execute this push. Do see a shocker of Frontline for Wuff, by the way. And some shock troops deployed. T-gun got chased away a little bit, but does he keep it in range of the flak half track here? Not quite, just too far away. And come the assault grenadiers, the upgrade with the 6-man. And they're looking to get the decro, and they do it just the right time. Now the Panzer IV can afford to get a little bit more aggressive. Quick wipe, but there we go. Rocket artillery strikes back, getting the wipe in return. He's going for the recrew on the AT gun. Katyusha could be in trouble now. Panzer IV on the rampage misses an important shot. You see it, one more hit still. A bit of blocking here. Looking for the sticky satchel. Oh no, he's getting hung up on the T70 wreck. Setting duck for the Panzer IV. Conscripts. Oh, that was really clumsy. Didn't get the snare off there from the Don of Ghaz. And now the Allies are absolutely in the dumpster. Look at the army size. Axis twice the army. Is way ahead at this point. The Allies are close to their timings, to their tanks, and in the case of Wuff, it's going to be a KV-8. He's also somehow managed to steal away a pack. Did not pay attention to that. Maybe that was going on during that big assault. So that's a good pickup. Needed, you know. If he's going to go for a KV-8, he needs an extra form of anti-tank. Let's see how it gets on. XMetal hasn't gone for a tank yet himself. Maybe think about going for the Panther. There we go. KV-8 comes forwards. Drops a bit of flame. Empire is pretty well spread out there though, don't end up taking much damage from it. Seem to only be targeting one of the 4 models. That comes across, spread some more flame. Maybe he should have stuck around just to get a pool of flame under the Raketin there before pulling back. Like he's reasonably safe with the pack kind of covering him. Try to stick around, takes another shot from the Raketin. Bundle grenades. Ooh, close call. It's away though. But yeah, it could have been a bit more aggressive with the KV-8 there to force off the Raketin, I feel. Or maybe it could have backfired actually, second Raketin back here. Maybe it was for the best. Troops trying to crawl in onto the VP. Allies down to 130, I mean Axis rather, down to 135. Troops pushing through the smoke, looking for the D crew. Does have a grenade ready to go again. There we go, machine gun getting out. Panzer IV coming across, so we're not going to be able to secure the cap. Did clear the way at least. But man, how good would a Katyusha be right now? Such a costly loss there for the Don of Ghaz. XMetal setting up shop fortification style. Getting a howitzer and a Pack 43 now. I thought he was going to go for a tank, but no, just investing heavily into fortifications. Even going for his 3rd truck now. Maybe going to go straight into the King Tiger after this. It was a bit risky, you know, being solo on VPs. Go such a long period without a tank. But we'll have to wait and see how it ends up playing out. And maybe it could work out pretty well here. KV-8 coming forwards aggressively. Dropping some incendiary artillery very late to reposition the Pack 43. In fact, no reposition on the Raketin either. Gonna get decrewed by the incendiary artillery. And then KV-8 coming back, but now the Pack 43 has repositioned. And could even be low enough here. Maybe could die to one shot. Oh, no. Is healthy. Oh, they're kidding. Came forwards for the kill, but bounced the killing blow. That was very lucky for Wuff. Engine damage onto the flak half track, but AT gun's nowhere close with a follow-up kill. I've got the LFH going to work, targeting the Soviet team base. Oh, looks like he's found the pack, thinks it's exposed. Oh, and so is the Zis. The drain is back on the axis though. Nothing really moving into the center for them at the moment either. Troops, but two P-Greens, one of them highly vetted, and there we go, Katyusha barrage, but the scatter on the first set of rockets not favourable. P-Greens escape without dropping even a model. Oh, but Pies were not so lucky, did they? Panzer 4 actually hit them? No. I might have done a little bit of friendly fire damage there. Wolf now investing into an SU-85. Keep thinking it's counterattack, you know. That's the B4. Some reason. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's this barrage, maybe. Okay, KV-8 back up, ready to rumble again. But it's not going to have much success in the middle against the Pak-43. Can't really duel it out on the flanks against Panzer 4 either, so might be tricky to find opportunities for the KV-8 in this game. At least while the Pak-43 is still alive.
Howitzers have pinpointed the enemy and are prepared to saturate them with fire.
Which is why, you know, that first Katyusha shot not connecting was so costly. Double ISG's almost getting the wipe there. And here comes a Tiger for Farlion. Just going for the base again for XMetal. One kill so far. Oh boy, he's just left his SU-85 sitting there in front of the Raket and took 3 shots. That's a lot of repairs now. Threatening the sticky satchel, but yeah, too risky. Takes a big shot from the Tiger. Now maybe the follow-up from the P-Greens could kill him. Too risky to do that against the current incarnation of heavy tanks. Oh boy. And he loses that one as well. Oh, no retreat. Heavy 8 coming in looking for some damage. He's got the pack back there. Looks like the Pak-43 actually connected for one shot. Hit one with that as well. And Raketin getting aggressive here. Was this barrage hoping to knock it out? Was not successful. But yeah, now with a Tiger on the field, the KV-8 even trickier to use. Good damage on the P-Greens. Tiger coming around. I think it needs 3 shots to kill. And then comes the SU-85 at maybe just the right time. They're not going to go for the chase. P4 looking for the wipe on the stolen pack. So he's going to get it just before the pack connects for another shot. And the SU-85 not going to chase in after the Tiger. Of course, the SU-85 coming across now, but a little bit too late with the tanks going to escape. But that's a lot of repairs. They're going to be for the battlefield for a decent chunk of time. Tripwire massacre. Soldaten almost going down to them there. Smash into the center. Ooh, machine gun just getting away. this at? There's one thing I have noticed with Don Ghaz is AT gun positioning hasn't been his strong suit so far. Team to barrage the HQ. Still only one kill. Starting to vet up though, just from the base damage. Ooh, big caddy coming back the other way, targeting the team weapons. One Raketen down. Machine gun drops a couple models, but does get out alive at least. And now bringing the Zis forwards, maybe going to try to destroy the decrewed Raketen. That would be a good option. Nope. Caveat threatening on the far flank. It's up to the second PTRS. Ooh, has he found a window onto the Pack 43 here with the penals looking for the satchel? Oh, but he gets... He suppressed it, cancels the Sicky satchel after he suppressed the range on it, got decreased. Wasn't in range anymore. I think he would have had enough time before getting pinned for the satchel to come off, but he wasn't quite close enough after getting suppressed anymore. I've onto the cutoff here from XMetal. Firing a grenade, decent damage. 35 getting in position to try and counter. Needs to make sure he's out of range of that Pack 43 though. It can be tricky to judge. Got Pack connecting. KV8 roasting on through these Pegrins. But they do get the decoy on the Pack, and the S-35 missing a crucial shot. I think that was the killing blow on the Panzer IV. Very unfortunate for Wuff. And now the Pack 43 connecting with the KV8. Tiger missing, but the KV8 does end up going down to the Pack 43, and that hits Vet 2 with that shot. So over here abandoned though. Be able to get the recrew if he's lucky. Or base howitzer shots. It's only a matter of time before they actually connect with something. Especially if he backs his Katyusha back here. Close range caddy onto the Obers. Here he gets the white. Now the Allies way behind. Got the drain on at the moment though, got the 5 VPs. This one, Dawn of Ghaz is locked down really effectively. Axis in trouble. Okay, this could be the turning point. Finally the King Tiger for XMetal. This is what I was talking about. Axis was struggling without him having a tank for so long. But maybe with the KT on the field he can turn this one around. Flak half trick, maybe going down to a mine, or maybe even to the maximum. I remember it was pretty low on health at one stage. King Tiger coming across to clear the VP. Open up the capture over there. Dawn of Ghaz doesn't have much in the anti-infantry department. Shock troops in some trouble. And they go down. That King Tiger, so nasty. Pack back there. KV8 cannot survive long enough. S-285's there as well. Tiger taking a lot of damage, but doesn't bounce any shots, doesn't get lucky. And Tiger still 2 shots more from S-285 required. Doesn't get the kill. And once again, Wuff in some trouble. He's got a lot of manpower at the moment, though. Can rebuild. He's gone for another KV8 though. This is a terrible decision. I'll just say that right now. If you're up against heavy tanks, you need a heavy tank yourself. It's just proven so many times. Oh, good Katyusha barrage. Not rewarded with a white, but 17 kills now on that. Now triple cap against the Allies, and once again they are way, way behind in army size. Okay, Wuff does cancel KV8, good choice. Let's decide what he's doing. Another squad of shockies. Guards. In the way, double AT guns working into position on it. The Su-85 just charging through the middle. Very reckless with the Pak 43 there. Could have lost it. Incendiary artillery trying to open up the capture in the middle. Doubles this Su-85 there for the KT. That's a lot of damage. Oh, second Su-85 in range as well. That could be the end of the KT. Needs to start chasing with these Su-85s. Oh, Wolf not chasing. One of Ghaz starting to chase now. Very important bounce there. Could have allowed the King Tiger to survive. And there we go. Pak 43 switching directions. I don't think you have sight for a follow-up shot on the Su-85 though. Maybe now? Maybe just out of range. No, it does! Somehow that looked like it was out of the arc. I don't know how that connected. Is the arc off the front of the gun? I don't know how. I'm puzzled. Don't know how that ended up happening. Making a dive for the 5 EP, combat engineers end up clearing it, machine gun guarding it over there, but here comes the Tiger. Gonna be able to get the cap off, needs to start the retreat right now. Oh boy, and another tank destroyer going down to the Pak 43. That thing, I believe it still does 2-hit mediums, unlike the Elephant and so on. So very effective. Can be tricky to react to it in time if you overextend even slightly. Pretty good red fire on it. Caddy Barrage coming in looking for some revenge, but a lot of health damage, no kill. And there is a mid bunker back here. Should be able to heal that up pretty effectively. Oh boy, Su-85 finds the Tiger, but in comes a Stug Panzer IV combo from the side. Su-85 going to go down here. And that, I'd say, is probably GG. Bombing run, actually, maybe. Pretty good damage on the Stug. 2 shots from the Zis could finish the job here. No, it doesn't set it up in time. Yeah, I think that might be the match, honestly. Looks like Wuff invested into a Katyusha. So you're going for the IS-2. Which I think is a little bit of a mistake. I do admit they do kind of need the Katyusha against this Fortification style of play, but they just don't have, or the tank destroyer control has not been strong enough to deal with heavy tanks properly. IS-2 is just like a very safe choice against them. I can understand going for Su-85 now. You do need the extra anti-tank, but this is looking pretty over to me. And I was just a little bit too careless with the units. I can understand him going for the cap there as well. Desperate to try and drain off those last 17 VPs, but getting punished. Ober's coming into the retreat path, getting the white. Long range caddy here. Oh, and that just outright destroys a Pak 43. I guess it got like a really good hit. The weapon on that was maybe never repaired. Pak 43 down. Okay, there we go. There's something. Oh, down capping in the middle. Got the neutralize. There's another caddy. Long range. Ooh, connecting with the King Tiger a little bit there. In this case, the decent amount of scatter kind of looking out for the Don of Ghaz. There's the LFH going 9 kills now, Vet 2. Sweeper out here for the S-mines this time. That's actually been one thing XMetal has done pretty well so far. Like a whole bunch of mines and stuff. These units. One of the real strengths of this commander. His mine's on what street it is. This time we got a bunker. Machine gun covering this way, bunker covering the flank. We're going to need a tank if he wants to cap that far VP. Very safe choice for Farlion. Now his tanks are all up to full, ready to do some damage. The Allies have got a ragtag band. Heavily outnumbered. Once again, like, Axis with twice the army of the Allies. There are not that many, in fact there are no team weapons lying around that they can recruit either to rapidly boost themselves up. Guard's not being paid attention to. Oh, he just lost them. Actually had quite a long time to retreat there as well. Didn't even start the retreat. Okay, here we go. Zeroing artillery is dropped. Allied tank destroyers are on the run. Is this back here? But this is a lot of tanks. S-85 is in big trouble. Kinto coming in from the other side. Is this going down fast? So is the line artillery barrage. And S-85 is deceased. Is this decrewed? The other one just can't put enough damage against so many tanks. And I think with that, I'll probably just throw in the towel. Speed this up so we can see the end.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Okay, good Katyusha there. Oh, SU-85 in some trouble on focus sight mode, a bit slow with its movements. Oh boy, now it's spinning around in a circle. Yeah, that's it. I think I'll just call it there, guys.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
This one is well and truly over.
We have an isolated sector. Supply lines have been cut. AT gun is ready for combat. More of our troops have been lost. Supply sector under attack.
GG. Well, the Allies got off to a pretty good start this game, you know. Start of Ghaz with his conscript play was decent, and the Assault Grenadier play wasn't completely overwhelming for wuff as well. Kind of going for a tier 1 start, which is kind of lucky. If he was up against the OKW player, it would have been strong. Usually not that strong against Ostheer, but in this case it worked out for him well. However, the mid to late game for the Allies very clumsy. A lot of just uncharacteristic losses for wuff, especially just losing so many units in an unnecessary fashion. Pack 43 actually worked out really well, just locking down the mid game. Got 2 SU-85s and the KV-8. Worked very, very well for XMetal here this game. As I said, I was a bit scared that, you know, in trying to save the King Tiger would arrive too late, and it very nearly did, down to 17 VP, so probably would have been better off if he had maybe fielded another tank earlier to fight for the VPs a little bit earlier on. But ultimately I think it was the Allies' misplays here costing them the game. Just bad AT gun positioning, losing their tanks, multiple tanks to Pack 43, losing the Katyusha, that early Katyusha from the Dawn of Ghaz, going down to that Panzer IV play. That was very, very bad for the Allies right as the fortifications were coming up. To lose the Katyusha like that was devastating, set them so far behind. But there you go, well played, good turnaround from the Axis, very deep into the VP count. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.